right. Welcome back, class. Today we're going to be looking at how to do a 3D model using Autodesk Fusion 360. So, I've started a new file, named it Livestock Barn Partition Panel, Sheep and Goat 1. I have a drawing from a goat farmer who raises sheep and goats up in Dunlap. And some of you have seen this on the clipboard in the shop in the past. What we want to look at is making a 3D model of this item so that we can make a print of it and build it in the lab. So to start off, I've told this to create a sketch on the bottom plane, meaning looking straight down on it. The sketch should be down on the bottom of a box if you were to build a box around it. And just to make sure that we are in fact viewing it in the bottom plane, we're going to go ahead and make sure that our screen says that we're looking down at it from the top. Now, in this sketch, I need to make a set of rectangles. And I'm going to start from the very center and click, and I can start dragging out my rectangle. It doesn't really matter how big it is to start off, because I'm going to type directly into it. Let's try that again. Don't click if you want to type directly into it. The whole entire thing is 60 inches tall. So I type 60. I'm going to start zooming out, knowing that it's at 60 inches tall. Now I can see it a little bit better. There we go. I'm going to hit the tab key, and it's going to highlight my next section, which is 96 inches. Well, it's a 5 foot by 8 foot rectangle, about the size of a medium American flag or California state flag that would be on a homeowner's pole. It's also about the size of a section in between two T-posts that is tall enough for 5 foot fencing. I'm going to hit enter, and it locks my rectangle exactly to that size. I'm also going to draw another rectangle for this project directly inside of the first. Try and zoom so that we're working a good spot. Now, it's important for me to know what size material I am using to be able to make this second rectangle function correctly. I'm using 1 1/4 inch square tube according to this sketch. So what I want to do is place this rectangle 1.25 inches inside of the other one. I'm going to do that all the way around. Now there's probably 25 different ways that you could make this sketch. But I'm going to do it this way today. And on my next video tutorial, I will do it slightly differently. If I'm typing the exact dimension, if I'm typing the exact dimension that I desire to be there, then my part will be dimensionally accurate. So now we've created two rectangles, one inside the other, of 1 1/4 inch distance between them. It's important for us to have this as our starting point. The next thing that I need to do is add a rectangle. I'm going to do it right from there and go straight across until we're touching this other edge. And what's nice about Fusion 360 and some of the other drafting programs that we may use is that they are a lot more user-friendly than some of the original programs that students used to have to learn on and that I had to learn on at school. And so they snap directly to where you want to be if you're clicking along an edge. So we should have this rectangle being 93.5 inches by 1.25 inches. And we need to give it a height. Oops. We need to give it a distance or a height off of the bottom. And the reason that we need that, because it's specified in this drawing that it's 24 inches from the ground to the top of this tube. So now I've got 24 inches from the ground to the top of the tube as designated here. Lastly, I do want to make sure that this is a strong enough panel, and so I'm going to put a vertical brace at 4 feet. Now, it's 1 1/4 inch thick, and it's dead center, but we're going to have to tell the computer to actually make it be there. So I'm at the edge where I'm able to snap. I'm going to type in my width. Let's do that again. 8.5. You guys are watching the screen, I hope. There we go, 1.25. I was typing in the wrong spot. We got 1 1/4 inch wide part that's touching both sides, although this piece is not where it should be for some reason. This dimension that I typed is causing us to have some of these problems. We'll go ahead and get rid of it, and it should allow us to drag this into place. So now, as you can see, it's attached to that point. Zoom out. I'm using the scroll wheel on my mouse to zoom. So scrolling up is zooming out, scrolling down is zooming in. Now I need to make these equal. So from that line to that line, we should be 48 minus about 5/8 of an inch. So how do I do that? I need to do 47 3/8, 47, and then you can use your calculator. 3/8 is 0.375. And that should center this. Now I can verify it by trying to put a dimension on the other side. And it says I'm 1/8 of an inch off. So I've done something wrong here, according to where's that first one at? That should have been right. We'll go ahead and do a center point and see. Okay, so we finished our sketch. We should be able to take this and extend it up. So I want to take the entire, I gotta get back to center here. The entire tubing portion only and make it 1.25 inches thick. And we're creating a new body from the profile plane, meaning we're down on the bottom looking at it from the top. So we're going up towards us. It's going in one side, a certain distance, no taper, no angle. We're going to hit OK, and it should create a 3D thick model. Now, as I'm scrolling around, if I want to get back to the top, if I want it to center itself in the top, I hit the home key and then the top, and it will bring it right here. Now, great, Mr. Raby, you made a solid model. What are we going to do from here? This is where I'm going to come up to my design tab and go over to drawing. From this design. So now we're going to create a drawing. Come on. It's going slow because I'm doing too many things at once. You guys don't get to see it, but I have, tabs open as well. All right, so we're going to use regular 8.5 by 11 paper, a new template. We should actually have a template saved. Looks like I don't have one saved. So we'll go ahead and let it create a new template. It's got to load. We want the base view. And so we're going to go ahead and just put the base view here. And then we're going to do our projected views. So from there, we're going to come up. We'll go straight over. Oh, it's trying to make it 3D. And we'll put our 3D model up there. Hitting escape gets me out of it. And now I can come in and give us the dimensions, and it will print these on the document. So if I want the height and the width and the location of that, say I want just the height of that piece, the height of that piece, and that should be all the information you need to build this. So it's saving it as a project drawing, and we're going to go ahead and edit the title block. Get rid of some stuff here. I don't want to do that. Okay. When I'm all said and done with this thing, I should be able to go to the file and save it as, or export it, or download it as. So we're going to see if it'll let us make it a PDF. Print it in our PDF creator. It might freak out because of this title block, but we'll see. And then you'll see this drawing for one of your other assignments. So look out for it. Anyway, I hope to hear your feedback. Let me know if this video is too fast paced or if you needed more help with it. All right, thanks a lot.